Hello students and welcome to my channel. In this session we will discuss few grammar topics. To begin with, let's study verbs and types of verbs. But before that, let us revise what are verbs. As we have learned in the parts of speech that verbs are action words. They show the action. That's true. Most of the time verbs shows actions, but not always. So to learn this what I told just now, we are going to focus upon a definition and example of verbs. A verb may be defined as a word that shows state of being, possession and action. Now let's see the first example. The man is old. In this example, is the verb is. Does it denotes an action or does it tells about the man's state and condition? Definitely. The word or verb is, it is telling about the state and the condition of the man that he is old. So here is not performing the action of, it is not doing the action. Second example, the man has white hair. Here in this second example, does the verb has denotes the action or does it tells about what the man is having? The man is having white hair. So again has does not tells about the action. Third example, the teacher teaches grammar. Here the teacher is doing some action. That is the verb is doing the function of action. So here teaches is purely an action, a verb which shows the action. So now we have understood that verb not only just does the function of action but also has some other functions, like it tells about the state of being or condition and possession. So now let's learn about how the verbs are further divided into finite verbs and non-finite verbs. So let's begin first with the finite verbs. Finite verb. A finite verb is a verb that has a finite or limited agreement with the subject. It limits its usage as per subject. There are three defined parameters on which the limitation is fixed. To make it more easy, finite verb is a verb which changes as per the tense, person and as per the number. So to better understand this in a more easy way, let's see some examples of it. Now the first one is tense. So let's see how the verb changes according to the change in the tense. First example, I play football. This is a present tense. I played football yesterday. This is a past tense. Now as the tense changes, the verbs are also changed. In the present tense the verb was play. In the past tense it has become played. So here we have seen that as the tense changes, the verbs also changes. So play and played are the finite verbs. Now let's see how the verb changes according to the person, according to the first person and the second person. I run a mile daily. He runs a mile daily. I is the first person. He is the second person. So when the person changes, subject changes. First person run. Second person runs. So as the person changes, first and the second person changes, you will find that, you will notice that the verb run also changes. Run has changed to runs as per the person has changed. So run and runs, these are the finite verbs. Let us move on to the other one, that is number. Now let us see how the verb changes according to the number. Apple is red in color. Apples are red in color. Here, apple is singular, so we have is as a verb. Apples in the second example is a plural, so are is a verb. So here we have, you must have noticed that when apple is a singular, the verb is. When it is a plural, it has become are. So now there is a change in the verb as per the number changes, singular and plural. So we have understood that as per the tense person and number, the verbs also changes. So these are all examples in which the changes will take place when there is a change in the tense, in the person and the number. Such a type of verbs are said to be the finite verbs. Now let us learn about the non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs do not have any agreement with the subject, that is, they are not limited as per the subject or tense or number. It does not change as per the tense, person or a number. And also it does not perform any action in the sentence. Such a verbs are said to be non-finite verbs. To better understand, let's focus on some examples here. First example, I found his office at a walking distance. Now understand, I is the first person. We have two verbs here, found and walking. This example, that is, I found his office at a walking distance. I is the first person. The tense used here is a past tense. Second example, Raj will find his office at a walking distance. Again, in this example, we have two verbs, find and walking. But this will find Raj is a second person and the tense is a future tense. Now, if you observe two sentences carefully, you will find that found has changed to find, as the first person has changed to the second person, as the tense has changed from past tense to the future tense, found has changed to find. But you will observe that walking has not changed in both the cases. And also walking does not function as the main verb in both the sentence. So walking is going to remain the non-finite verb because it did not change according to the person or tense, and so walking will be the non-finite verb. Let's see what are the functions of the non-finite verbs. Non-finite verb, it functions as a noun, as adjectives and as adverbs. But it does not function as a verb. Except verb, it functions as a nouns, as adjective and as adverbs. Let's understand the function of non-finite verb as adjective, noun and adverb. As I told you, except the function of verb, non-finite will function as an adjective, as a noun and as an adverb, but it will not function as the verb. Let's see the first example. The sleeping cat is brown. Your sleeping functions as an adjective because sleeping describes a cat. Which cat? Sleeping cat. So sleeping is describing a cat. So here it is functioning. Non-finite verb is functioning as an adjective over here. Next one. Walking is good exercise. Your walking. What is good exercise? Walking. Your walking functions as a noun in the sentence. So this is one more example to show that non-finite verb functions as a noun. And the last one. They like to swim. Here swim, it functions as an adverb. So this is an example to show that non-finite verb is also functioning as an adverb. So from this we have come to know that non-finite verb except verb, it will be functioning as the adjective, noun as an adverb. So in this session we have learned about the finite verbs, the non-finite verbs and the difference between both. In the next session we shall learn about the three types of non-finite verbs. Those are participles, infinitives and gerunds. I hope student you have understood the topic well. Thank you.